You can think, I'm going to go into this situation and have this 100% outcome, and this person can make you believe that you can only get a 40% outcome.
Mm.
And so when you are going around in life and everybody is offering their opinions and you're taking it in and you're internalizing it, which is the part where you become influenced by it, that's where you open yourself to all of these energies impacting you. And I found that whenever I think for myself, I am unlimited. I don't have limitations. And it's not to say that opinions can't be good sometimes. Opinions can definitely be great. But you have to vet that opinion. What does the perspective behind that opinion look like? Has this person been in that situation? That's literally the question that you need answered. If that person has not been in that situation, chances are their opinion is not from a perspective that is inclusive of what you need to be paying attention to.
Yeah.
So limitations are not something that you should adhere to. And just like the toxin of negativity that people move around, they move around their limitations as well. One person may limit themselves and change that to another person through their opinions and things like that.
Yeah, bro. And it's I like what you said, because like when you're around a lot of noise, bro, you're gonna be around a lot of opinions as well. So a lot of those thoughts that's gonna be in your head, not even gonna be your own thoughts. It's gonna be from outside sources.
Literally.
So you're gonna have hella opinions in your head. But when you get time to spend in solitude, you get to really think for yourself, develop your own belief system. That's when you can formulate your own opinion and develop your own perspective instead of having all that outside noise around you, though.
Exactly.
But like you said, though, it is a time, like opinions are necessary when you need to take them into consideration. So when do you think you actually should listen to opinions?
If I'm an 18-year-old and I'm about to go get a car, I'm going to ask my parents' opinion about it. If I am about to build a house, I'm going to ask another real estate developer his opinion about it, or about the plans, or about the process. If I am trying to become a millionaire and I am releasing my first product, I'm going to ask a millionaire their opinion. I'm not going to ask a minimum wage worker their opinion. No, just realistically, it wouldn't make sense. I'm not going to get the information that I need to be successful in that regard. So there's no reason to. And those are the situations that you should look for opinions. Opinions are very needed, I believe. Not only because they offer different perspectives, they take us out of our present moment. So we may be thinking a specific way. We may be seeing it from angle 35 degree, but they're seeing it from angle 125 degree. That fucking makes sense. This person is on this side of it and they see this side of it, which I don't see that side of it, but I see this side of it. And so whenever we are sharing opinions, or whenever I receive an opinion from them, I'm basically able to now combine both of those. So it can make you a more powerful decision maker. It's just that it needs to be vetted opinions. If I'm about to go to medical school, I'm probably going to ask someone that's went to medical school, not someone that went to engineering school, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like credible sources, basically.
Credible fucking sources.
Okay, I could see that, but something that popped up in my mind was like, okay, let's say you have a business, right, and you're selling a product, and I feel like even then, maybe the opinions you should take into consideration of your, your customers or your clientele or whoever, because those are the ones, purchasing from you.
Yeah.
And exchanging goods.
That's a credible source because they are using your product. You're not asking someone that hasn't used your product.
Okay.
So it's in the green.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you always should. if you are starting a business, before you start selling the product, you need to be collecting feedback.
Yeah, that's a fact. So it's like this how I look at the truth. So I look at the truth as reality, which reality just is, right? So reality is just like this. I mean, the truth is just this big cloud of truthness, right? Mm-hmm. But when you have an opinion, I feel like you're taking a piece from that cloud and putting it into your own perspective of your own body. So it's like different pieces from this big truth are coming like here. So it's like,
but it can turn into a lie though.
It can. But that's the thing though, bro. And that's where it gets like really tricky, bro, because somebody could be living a lie, or is that just a lie to us? Like in their reality, do you think that's really a lie?
Give me a scenario.
Okay, so let me think. So somebody could be like, okay, so we could use like modern medicine or some shit, the placebo effects. So somebody could be like, somebody could get diagnosed with cancer, and they'd be like, man, I'm not gonna take this Western medicine. I'm gonna take garlic, for example. And the doctor is like, yo, that garlic, that shit not gonna save you, my boy. But in this person's mind who got diagnosed with cancer, they could be like, they could believe that shit so much that quote unquote lie could turn into a truth for them.
That is
with
correct.
The placebo effect.
That is correct.
And that shit can actually heal them.
And that goes into a completely different conversation.
It does.
That is so vast. It's like, okay, if truth is one thing, how can I think of something, add belief into it, and make it real? Like, does that mechanism make sense for how we believe what truth is? We believe truth is this little cloud, this cloud of all of this truthness, right?
Yeah.
But we can literally be in a present moment that is completely opposite to what we are telling ourselves, and then create that present moment that we are telling ourselves.
Simply from belief.
Literally. And that belief is creating truth in a way.
Yeah.
But some people may not look at it like that. They may be saying, okay, it's just it's still truth. It's just, we experience that truth at a later moment. So we think that it's being added. But when I look at moments where there is a centered belief on something, where there's a collective of people believing in something, they were able to make something that wasn't supposed to be what it was into something that, like changing something from, okay, let's just say if this bottle turned into a fucking frog right now, how would that sit with the way that we see truth?
It would change everything.
Because right now, this is a bottle right now.
Yeah.
But what if everybody in the world just believed that this bottle right here sitting on this table while these people are recording this podcast is a frog? That motherfucker could turn into a frog, bro.
Wow. You think that could really happen?
I genuinely think that could happen.
Because of the power of the collective consciousness.
Yes. Because we know that your thoughts are in your mind, but they are not in just they aren't in this made up place because they affect us. That energy from our thoughts, you can be thinking about something that makes you happy and you begin to feel happy.
Yeah.
It transfers, it has a connection. So if there were enough belief energy going into this bottle, I probably sound crazy as fuck right now.
I understand what you're saying.
But this is the process of manifestation, and that's just a radical perspective of it.
Yeah.
When you see a person begin to think a different way or say different things or say they're about to become this different person and then they become that person, that's the same process of what I'm talking about. I'm not really saying that everybody's just going to believe that this is a frog at the same time. It may be a gradual process, bro. Maybe what happens is that some animal come and does something with this bottle, and somehow the energy of this bottle goes into the frog. That is the same thing. It's not necessarily saying that, Princess and the Frog, motherfucker gonna turn into a frog, but maybe the energy that is this bottle right now, the atoms that are here, go into a frog because everybody believes that this is a frog. Cause it's like, bro, I feel like, bro, we're going off topic.
Yeah.